person in the community has something to offer, special talents and special abilities. Throughout history, we've seen examples of people like Helen Keller or Beethoven or the Chazon Ish that some people thought were to be written off and wasn't worth spending the assets on to help them to fully develop their potential. We see what mistakes those were in retrospect, and that's what SHEMESH is about. There are people that we are servicing right now that are going to be tomorrow's leaders.
Hi, I'm Ahuva. I'm the first grade teacher at Or Chadash, and SHEMESH has really made a difference in the lives of my students. They are given the opportunities to really excel with their different tutoring programs, and having students come in from the small SHEMESH classroom in Or Chadash has really been an amazing opportunity for my students to really grow and learn about other people.
SHEMESH, from the programs to the resources, simply put, is a godsend. All of our children deserve a quality Jewish education, including those with learning differences, and SHEMESH provides that supportive environment.
I wanted to talk about SHEMESH because I have a lot of gratitude for this organization. My child, my son, when he started this year in school, he had a diagnosis of like severe dyslexia, and we really hadn't had a chance to focus on math at all before this year. He's in pre-1A this year, and so what happened was he basically didn't know anything in terms of numbers or anything. And the letters as well. So SHEMESH, basically what the tutor has told me is that his progress is more significant than anybody else she's working with. He's gone from a person who didn't know numbers to basically being very close to where his class is in math right now. I'm using their services basically fully, and because of SHEMESH, really our goal was, and our goal still is, and he's going to continue with them in the future, is to keep him in a Jewish school. Because if it wasn't for this, we really would not have the choice to keep him in a Jewish school. And for us, and for him, because he's the kind of kid, he's young, but he so much values being with the boys and values being in a Jewish school. He loves it. He talks about it. He's proud of it. And the thought of taking him out and putting him in a non-Jewish environment where he could, where he would have to be in his situation, without SHEMESH, we wouldn't have this option.
I love it when my students have made so much progress and they've moved on and they're able to be dismissed. I'm so happy for them, but I'm also sad for myself because I get very, very attached to my students like they're my own babies.
I'm Donna Elric. I'm the reading specialist at Krieger Schechter Day School, and I can't say enough about how much SHEMESH has helped the students that I work with here. We have students who cannot afford outside tutoring and the associated supplies, the funding, and we have wonderful people that come and work with these students to bring them up to grade level and beyond. It's amazing.
One of the amazing things about SHEMESH is that we do have a small classroom, and we also get to send our kids into the mainstream classrooms at Or Chadash, and it's amazing the friendships that these kids make. The kids in the mainstream classroom, they treat our SHEMESH students just like they would any other student. They're friends. They push each other around, they joke around, and they do all these different things with them. At recess, they get to all play together, and they have snacks together, they do fun games, all the specials are always together, and when they see our students come in, they get so excited. They call their friends over to come and sit with them. It's an amazing opportunity to be working here.
My name is Rachel Glazer, and I am the Education Director at Beth Israel Religious School in Owings Mills, Maryland. And we are thrilled to be able to partner with SHEMESH in offering a special needs class for youngsters. I guess someone will say, well, why do we need a special needs class at Beth Israel? So a little bit of background. We did have a request from congregants as to why we were not having or serving children with special needs in a self-contained class if that was the need for these children. So we began to think, and we decided that this is really a wonderful project for us to undertake, because many of these children are not connected to a synagogue community. They are not part of a synagogue school. And this will be another way to connect our families and meet some of their needs.
Hello, my name is Joel Simon, and I'm a member of the SHEMESH board. I became involved with SHEMESH because SHEMESH helps us as a community fulfill the most existential commandment of the Torah, to teach our children. As the father of a child with autism, I'm aware that all children learn differently, and we as a community have to provide the resources for our members to teach their children. And whether you're the yeshiva, whether you're the congregational school, or whether you're taught at home, every child has to learn differently. And the SHEMESH helps students learn in their way so they can continue the commandments and teach their children in the years to come. Thank you.
I just don't see SHEMESH as a separate part of TA. I think we are a unit together.
50 kids out of the 500 kids or something like that that are able to get the services from SHEMESH. Really, without them, it would be a totally different student body.
I can comfortably say that if not for the SHEMESH services at Beis Yaakov, there would be many girls who would have a difficult time making it in school. I'm not just talking about pull-out, push-in, consultative services that they offer to all the teachers in school, but I'm talking also about the special services of early intervention, the SHEMESH specialists who come into our preschool, who assist our staff in early identification, catching concerns and problems at a very early age, which of course is the best time, the easiest time to remediate and to ensure success of these girls in school. We are so thrilled that SHEMESH is in Beis Yaakov.
Hi, I'm Wendy Gelber, and I'm the assistant principal of the lower school at Krieger Schechter. SHEMESH has been a wonderful resource to us. Originally, SHEMESH came to work with students here who were working on articulation challenges. Since then, they have brought in reading support and language support, and it has been a tremendous asset to us and to our community.
It's such a thrill to watch a child go from not being able to read to being able to read a sentence, even a simple sentence. I have worked with one little girl who is a second grader, came into second grade, unable to read anything. She told me again and again that she is working hard, but why bother, because she just can't read. And now that the year is almost over, she has progressed tremendously by leaps and bounds. She is beaming, happy, so proud of her achievements, and she's beginning to read.
What is always an amazement to me is watching the eyes of my kids just light up when they're able to put sounds together to make words and they realize that they're reading.
At the end of the day, it's just about the students. And because no two students are exactly the same, we customize and tailor our programs so that we can meet their individual needs. As a result, the outcomes are outstanding. The students' achievements surpass our expectations, their parents' expectations, and their own expectations.
Here at TA Preschool, we are just so grateful that we have SHEMESH as one of the wonderful resources that is part of our school and our program. We have children who are identified at younger and younger ages, are receiving their support, and are making wonderful, wonderful progress with the SHEMESH employees and our teachers together. We see the younger these children are identified, the sooner they have the support available, the earlier they are able to be mainstreamed and dismissed from extra services, which they do receive.
We have two secret ingredients in the success of SHEMESH. The children who hang in there and work hard day in, day out to grow, to make progress, to develop all their skills, and our unbelievable team that works with each child, fans out among 9 schools, different divisions in the schools, focuses on what each child needs and makes sure that child gets what he or she needs. Those two ingredients make up SHEMESH. We are grateful to the Associated. This wouldn't happen without them, and we know that they're proud to take a look at what Shemesh has become and what Shemesh has been able to do in the Jewish day schools in Baltimore.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אבי